Listen up, Raiders! Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today we are reviewing the film Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, which is the sequel to the 2007 Transformers movie.
I thought we were doing Transformers 2.
It is Transformers 2.
No, it's not. It's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
But it's the sequel. It's the second one.
There's no Transformers 2. I searched Transformers 2. There was no Transformer 2.
I'm sorry, you couldn't find Transformers 2 on your Fire Stick.
The movie's amazing. You're welcome, you guys. See you later.
No, he's lying to you. But if you guys haven't seen the movie, the beginning of the movie starts out with the Transformers, the Autobots, hunting down the Decepticons to try to clean up the last of the remnants of that faction.
Which I thought it was crap. The poor guys were just trying to live, and they were just hunting him down. It made them look like bad guys.
Kinda, but then again, they were looking for something, and what they're looking for in particular is Megatron, because they don't know where he was. His body was dumped, which is like in the middle of like the buried strait or something. And they're also looking for parts of the Allspark in order to revive him, so that the Fallen, who is the new big baddie in this one, can use him to bring back his Doomsday Star Destroying machine.
Just roll with it, trust me.
And find the matrix of leadership in order to start it up. And of course, Sam Witwicky and the Autobots have to stop him and find the location.
My favorite scene of this movie, Steve, can you guess?
Where she's bending over painting the motorcycle.
Close, when she's stripping.
Oh.
She was like, and I was like,
But yeah, for the plot, I don't think it's really that bad, plot-wise.
Yet again, there was a plot in here.
There's a plot, like you could follow it throughout
I just
the
came
movie.
here to see Megan Fox, man. Let me enjoy this.
Well, you'd be disappointed. She's actually in this movie a little less than the first one, I think.
Yeah. She did train her own robot, though. That was pretty cool of her.
That helps her leg. A little bit unnecessary. Which is a lot of this problem with this movie, is there's a lot of unnecessary stuff in this film. Like, I feel like the plot is not really all that bad. Like, especially with the writer's strike going on at the time, I don't think it's really all that bad. All the characters still make sense to me. It's not like Age of Extinction where it's like Optimus Prime is willing to go kill people for no freaking good reason. And stuff like that. Like, that gets on my nerves. But this one, like, all the characters kind of play up like how they are. Granted, some of the characters are fudging weird, but we'll get into that. But there's a lot of stuff in here like mud flaps and skids. The majority of that stuff, unnecessary. Outside of them being like targeted as the like racist robots. Like I remember when I watched it, it didn't seem that bad to me, but they were annoying. So a lot of their stuff could have been cut out. There's even like almost the entire house sequence with the Allspark sparking off and the little robots. Most of that could have been cut.
A lot.
Like, did we really need to see the dogs humping? Really?
Twice.
Really?
Twice. In the house and outside of the house.
Yeah, then, like, go back to Mud Flaps and Skids where they're, like, circling around the cars trying to fight over who's going to be the green one. And then shortly thereafter, you have the memorial for the dead soldiers. And it's just, like, a contrasting shift in tone. So if you cut that, it would have kept the tone for that scene. But it doesn't impact as well, in my opinion. And there's just like a bunch of scenes where it's just like, if that would have been cut, would have made more sense. The intro with Optimus Prime coming out of the fudging airplane. Why is he in an airplane? Why is he getting dropped in? Couldn't he just drove up like the rest of them? It's cool, but unnecessary. If that part would have been cut, it would have made sense still.
If you'd have let me and Steve cut this movie for you, it would have been like hour and 40 minutes long, and it would have been amazing.
Yeah, like the only parts like when I was watching it that seems unnecessary, but you can't really cut, is the stuff with the robot girl, because that's a part of the plot, so you have to keep all that in.
That was amazing.
Which I don't mind, because you want to keep humor in it. But not like excessive stupid humor in middle of scenes.
I hated his parents. For the love of God, I hated his parents in this movie even more than the last one.
Yeah.
She just runs up and tackles that. I hate it. Please cut them out. Every scene. It would have been amazing. Just leave the scene.
Well, you have to keep some of it in.
few scenes here and there, but
Like, to be honest, most of their scenes you have to keep in. Like the brownie scene, you could probably cut. I was thinking you keep some of it in, but it runs for way too long. And then like towards the end, where they're like used as hostages. Like, when did they get kidnapped?
When they were in Paris, sitting in that, like the little, where she was eating the snails. You remember that part?
Yeah.
Right after that part, one of the Decepticons fall and grabs them, and that's where the scene cuts out.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
You're welcome.
It was just like, they showed... Again, if you would have cut them out of the end, it would have made sense. Again, it's like a lot of this plot is unnecessary. It's still cohesive, but just a lot of it just starts taking you out of the film and makes it a lot less of an enjoyable experience. Like, for instance, Devastator's balls. They only show up, from what I could tell, in one scene. And if you, again, cut that part out, would have made sense. I know some people probably enjoy it, but I was just like, it's, again, unnecessary.
But on a positive note, this movie has a lot of Transformers. It has a lot of my favorite Transformers, too, you know?
Yeah, it has a Sideswipe, who's now silver instead of red.
It has my ice cream truck. God, I love those guys. I know what everybody says about this.
Skins.
I love those guys.
I like them towards the end, like when they're fighting Devastator.
I would have enjoyed them if, like, I could buy them as the ice cream truck. You know what I mean?
You could buy them as they
and you can like separate them as two.
I know there was an ice cream truck though.
That would be amazing.
That would be cool. But yeah, like some of the characters, like RC's 3 motorcycles in this one instead of just the one. Yeah, they got the colors, sort of. But
sort of.
That was odd because they reference it as RC. But like Optimus Prime's back. You have Ironhide, Ratchet, Bumblebee.
Oh God, what's that? I just had his name. The guy that's in space. What's his name?
Soundwave.
Soundwave. I love Soundwave.
Yeah, he was cool. Like actually, his character, like it's weird, but it makes sense for who he is.
Yeah.
Him being a satellite.
It's what he does.
And then you have Ravage. You have the Panther-ish Transformer. Scorponok makes an appearance.
The female
A lot of the Transformers that died in the last movie make an appearance.
The female Transformer.
Yeah. That's one of the ones I'm not a fan of in this one. I just don't like the design. It's like a Medusa thing going on.
Yeah. That was weird. But it's still, like, that's one of the positive things about this movie. There was a lot of different Transformers in it, you know?
Yeah. Well, especially with that whole end fight. You just get a smorgasbord.
And that's another positive thing about this movie is, like, the fight scenes. Like, first fight scene with Optimus Prime and Megatron. That fight scene was actually one of my favorite fight scenes in that movie.
Yeah, like, I do enjoy all the action sequences, though. Like, are cool. Like, when Optimus Prime's taking out that construction bot at the beginning. Yeah. That one's really cool. You have him fighting Megatron, Blackout, and Starscream.
That was amazing. That's Optimus Prime right there. Kicking butt, man.
And my favorite thing, though, still at the end, it's stupid, and I understand, but I still love it because it just reminds me of things I love in the 90s.
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Is when Jetfire sacrifices himself so that Optimus Prime could take his parts to become the strongest Megazord ever. And it's just like they combine all the stuff out of him, the parts are going on, and he's like, let's roll, and just flies off. I was like, yes, yes.
That was unacceptable.
So good. You know what? Out of all the stuff in that movie I would cut, I would leave all that in. Amazing. I like too how he just rips out his spark. Like he's just
and
like,
he's still
cool,
alive.
No, Jetfire rips it out, just falls over dead.
Well, he's like,
yeah, pretty much all the human characters are the exact same as they were in the last one. So if there's certain stuff that irritates you about certain characters, it's not gonna get better.
And then I really hate that guy, the government guy that was.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to. He did his job effectively.
Offending me? Yes, he did.
And then, like, my major grade is pretty much his parents and his roommates are probably the ones that get on my nerves the most. Like, I wish they would have just dumped him off.
God, if I
Like,
got
he's only there later on just for teaser jokes.
if I got teleported and woke up with Megan Fox on top of me, I'd have been like, please don't move. I don't care if you're on my junk. It's okay.
I forgive you.
Can
you finish? Please and thank you. Yeah, special effects still really good in this movie. Watched it yesterday.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 2009, so it holds up.
Yeah, it holds up really well. Definitely recommend watching it on Blu-ray though, because on DVD it seemed a little grainy for me.
Oh, I watched it on Blu-ray. It was good.
I only had the DVD because back in my day, I don't think it was on Blu-ray at the time. That I just didn't have one yet. Well, no, we had the Xbox, so
Yeah, you would have had it.
maybe we just didn't. I don't know.
You were just
So
cheap.
long ago.
You were just cheap, Steve.
God, that's what, 8 years ago?
Mm-hmm. But overall, the movie's enjoyable. Like, if you can cut out certain scenes, the movie would have been a lot better, but they didn't. So, judging it for what it is, it's not bad. It's a little too long, but it still delivers for me at least. I liked it.
Yeah, like I still overall like I can watch it.
Yeah.
It's not the Transformer movie like I usually jump to, though. Like for me, I haven't seen the 5th one yet, and I feel like it's the second worst one.
Ooh.
I haven't seen the 5th one, but it's definitely better than Age of Extinction. Definitely.
Definitely, yes.
But the next one, we'll get to it. I look forward to doing that one because I have to rewatch it, and I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
Yeah, but see it. Only way to be able to actually judge it yourself, you know.
Like, if you're a Transformers fan, you can probably still find a lot of enjoyment in this. For the standard moviegoer, though,
Nah. You have to be a fan of sci-fi robots, you know, Transformers. It's
you have
gotta
to,
be
like,
your thing.
really campy action movies, which is probably most of our subscriber base. So you'll love it. But for, like, the average viewer, like, if you don't have any real ties with Transformers, it's an easy pass. But what do you guys think of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen? Please let us know in the comment section below. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.